Hi, we want to welcome everybody back to this episode of Senior Living, and thanks for joining us. We also want to send out a special welcome to our Suddenlink viewers. We are now, Verde Valley Television is now available on the Suddenlink network throughout the entire Verde Valley, VOC, Sedona. We want to welcome you. Stay tuned for a lot of great entertainment. Senior Living. On Senior Living, we address a lot of topics and events that are particularly of interest to our senior demographic and to their families and friends. There's a lot going on that we can take advantage of, and we want to make sure you know about all of it. Today, our first guest, one of the things that's happening as we get a little bit older is that we tend to want to see if we can correct maybe some of the mistakes we made when we were younger. We've started taking care of ourselves, and there are a lot of resources in the Verde Valley that can provide us with some education, some information, and some great products and services that allow us to do that. Our first guest is Paul Aldridge. He and his wife Ramona are the owners of Healthy Thymes Health Food Market in Camp Verde on Main Street. Paul, first of all, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
We know that there are resources throughout the Verde Valley, but one of the things that I found interesting about your store is that it is very locally owned. The folks in Camp Verde, not just in Camp Verde, but in particular, have been very, anytime you ask, they say, oh, go talk to Ramona, go talk to Paul. They have the information for you. First of all, tell us a little bit about the store. I know it's evolved over the years that you've been in Camp Verde. Tell us a little bit about that.
Right. We actually came to Camp Verde in 2004. We opened the store in 2005. We did have a cafe in there for a little while. When the Depression hit, for a couple of different reasons, we had to close it. But we still do supply our customers with a good information arena and a good supply of supplements and products for their continued health.
One of the things that I noticed, I've been on the website a few times, and being able to provide products and services that can make our lives a little bit happier and better, and we can be a little bit more at ease with with our nutrition, maybe I want to say it that way. But also there's a lot of other benefits to learning how more naturally, more organically to take care of yourself. You do have, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you have some organic foods and food options at the store? Right.
Well, we try and keep as organic as possible. We have groceries, supplements. We even have our prepper section now. But yeah, the organic is there's so many pesticides and problems with their typical things that you get out there. A lot of folks want to try and optimize their health with the good stuff, the organic, and you don't get all that junk. So we try and carry as much organic as possible. Sometimes you have to go to the more natural stuff, but that you have to supply. But yeah, we do supply the organic foods and groceries and supplements.
That sounds, it sounds like something that I'd want to know a little bit more about. And I know that you mentioned the primary reason many of the processed foods, there's not only pesticides, but there's all of the additives and preservatives, that kind of thing is in the processed foods. And is there the stuff that you make available, do you know the vendors that you're getting from? Do you know that it's going to be as healthy as possible? You feel comfortable?
Ramona does all the purchasing, and she's pretty conscientious about getting the stuff that she knows the background on. So on our website, we show which we're rebuilding right now, but shows the products that we have. So if you can go there and check it out. But she is and we're customer driven. So if the customer comes in and says they want this, that's where we've established our base of supply now.
Right.
I mean, she did a great job in starting the store and getting the stock that needed to be in there, but we've listened to our customers. We do special orders, and you know, you only get one chance at life. You got to make the best of it. So we try and help our customers get the right products to improve and make their life the best.
And I don't want to put you on the spot. I know that you, at the store, there's chair massage, some reflexology.
We do have reflexologist that comes in periodically, some chair massage. Ramona is a certified iridologist. So she did that for about the first 3 years we were open. We opened a cafe, so it kind of took up some space in the back office, so we had to go back to not doing it for a while, but she's looking at revamping that and bringing iridology service back to the store.
I know when you first opened the store, I was first introduced to iridology. So please, can you? I don't want to put you on the spot, but can you define what iridology is and why I might want to explore that?
Sure. Basically, and we also have hair analysis in our services. So those two are kind of similar in the fact that with the hair analysis, you come in, we take a little clip of hair, we send it out to a lab, and they come back with a real full report of what's going on in your system, what you're lacking, what you need, and they'll make suggestions, and you can go from there. Where if you want to shop with us or otherwise, that's fine. But and then the iridology is actually the study of the iris itself. So it's the iris is an extension of the brain, so it tells a story of what's going on in your whole system. Ramona can probably tell you a whole lot better, but you can research it, do iridology on the website, and get the information. But she does that, and you know, changed quite a few people's lives in knowing what's going on and changing. You know, starting a regimen to change to improve it.
Right. As I did some reading on it. Just as you mentioned, hair analysis, we see it sometimes on the crime shows even. Oh, we can tell that they drank, you know, we're in this kind of climate. And iridology has sort of that historical thing as you know, read that. And it's, I don't know, again, not to put you on the spot, but are there numbers as to how accurate some of those readings are, or is it just something that gives you an idea of what you need to check into?
Yeah, it's more of an idea of what you need to look at. It's as far as I know, you know, there's some pretty good foundation behind it. The actual science of it, you know, people have looked at it, and you know, well, for me to have an example of. She could look at once she got certified, she looked at mine and she could tell that I had some lung problems and that I had some back problems just by looking at it. So it was you know, well, it made me a believer. And we've had other customers and in fact, we had one customer came in and then with her parents, and she said, well, you know, this is kind of a private thing, and you're sure because she saw something in there that the kid may not have wanted their parents to know. No, we're fine. And she said, well, looks like, you know, XY, I won't say what, but it looks like XYZ you've been involved with. So you know, they're
yeah, exactly. So just to kind of go back over whether it's supplements, or eating healthier, reflexology, hair analysis, there are a lot of different options we can take to further take care of ourselves. And there are many resources throughout the entire Verde Valley that will allow you to do that, and allow you to do that with a lot of confidence that you are taking the proper steps. It's all worth checking out, and we invite you to do that, whether it's with Healthy Thymes in Camp Verde or throughout the entire Verde Valley or Sedona. It's one of the things that you can do. We are going to step away, take a short break, check in with our sponsors, and we'll be back shortly.
If If you're looking for a new pet that your family will cherish every day, consider adopting from a shelter. Shelters are the best places to find a new pet. That's where you'll discover healthy, loyal, and loving animals, eager to become a part of your family. A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet, so bring home your new buddy today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Now, some action from the courts. Billie Jean King renewing her rivalry with Arthritis. First set, furious volley, and right to the net for a winner. Beautiful forehand there. Arthritis, stunned. And here, match point. Billie Jean with the ace, taking it in straight sets. Afterwards, a jubilant Billie Jean King.
Tennis is a weapon for me with arthritis. There's nothing like it for me to hit a ball, run to the ball, anytime, any court. I'm ready. Let's go.
What's your weapon against arthritis? Find out at fightarthritispain.org.
Welcome back. We're glad you came back and joined us. We have a lot going on over the next few weeks here in the Verde Valley and throughout north central Arizona. One of the things, and I've gone every single year, I have to say, is the YCCA Home and Garden Show in Prescott at Thymes Toyota Center. Our next guest is going to give us a little bit of scoop on that, tell us what we can look forward to. Sandy Griffis, thanks for joining us.
Hi, Pam. Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure to have you, Executive Director. First of all, before we get into that, Yavapai County Contractors Association, tell us just a little bit about your organization.
A little bit. There's so much to tell. I know. So we're on for hours, you said?
Exactly.
Right. So Yavapai County Contractors Association, YCCA, we are a 51-year-old nonprofit construction organization. We do a lot of work for contractors, but even more importantly, Pam, we are a consumer advocate agency out there fighting for protection of our elderly and our senior citizens, and so many people don't know where to go. Here we are, the local resource.
That's what we hope to do on this show. That's what it's all about, is provide those resources for our residents here. Excellent. And how you've been doing the Home and Garden Show for quite a few years.
Coming, not this weekend, the following weekend, May 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, really Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's our 34th annual Home and Garden Show for Yavapai County. It encompasses all of Yavapai County.
And is it inside at Thymes Toyota Center?
It is both inside and outside venue.
Right.
And this year we have over 200 vendors, from spa to sauna to painters to hydroponic new ways to water your plants. So we have everything for anybody.
Oh, that was going to be my next question, is to find out who a few of those vendors were. Now, outside, I would imagine you're going to have some of the gardening, and I would imagine
we do. We have some of the larger users. We have some toys out there, the RVs. I have some very large landscapers and boulder type vendors. Home Depot is there with a very massive display. And then of course we have some of the smaller vendors that weren't able to get inside, and the only space we have to offer them is outside, and they gladly take that because they want to be at our venue.
I was going to say, it sounds to me like that's just a great problem to have.
It is a great problem to have.
Good deal. Would you expect to have some kind of classes or educational seminars available, or is all vendor
We haven't had that. It's a little more difficult to manage and control that way. So this is strictly vendor, and it's free admission.
Oh, that's another good thing to know.
We love supporting the community that way. We ask that the community coming, if they could bring non-perishable food items to support Yavapai County Food Bank.
That is we've supported Yavapai County Food Bank in many instances, and that's again another great community organization. We're glad that you're supporting that. And a couple of things to say again, a free home and garden show at Tim's Event Center.
Yes, no charge for admission.
Right.
There's plenty of parking. Snack bars are open. There's outside grilling of hot dogs. Barrett Propane is a huge supporter, and they're always there grilling the best hot dogs along with Yavapai bottled gas. They reach over here into the Verde, and so there's great hot dogs, pizza, popcorn.
Now, will there be, there are vendors obviously from the Prescott Valley area, from the Quad Cities area. Are there vendors from the Verde Valley area?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And we have many Verde Valley contractors that are members of our organization as well.
Well, as part of Yavapai County, I would think that would be the case.
We reach out.
Okay. And when you've mentioned so many of the vendors that have been there, are there also contractors that our residents can actually talk to and learn from?
Absolutely. We have from painters to air conditioning to remodelers and home builders, and they are there from 9 until 5 to answer any question and help the community.
Very, very nice. I think I was looking at a couple of pictures that were on the website, and I just actually tumbled to what I was looking at. Obviously, there's going to be some pest control people there, and I'm looking at the Truly Nolan limo bug.
He brings his stretch limo, and it's so fabulous.
I've seen it going down the road, so I might have to come just to take a look at that.
You need to come, and I would just love to take you around and show you around, because it's, even behind the scenes, it's a pretty big deal to put on.
I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure that it is. And 200 vendors. That's a pretty large venue. Okay. 34th annual YCCA Home and Garden Show, Tim's Event Center, May 18th, 19th, and 20th. Friday, it looks like it's 9 to 5. Friday and Saturday, and then 10 to 5 on Sunday. Free admission. Sandy, anything else you want our viewers to be aware of before they head that direction? Because I'm sure that many viewers are going to be at the Home and Garden Show.
Last year we had almost 18,000 come through, Pam, so we're really happy, like I said, to reach out and service. There's plenty of parking. We have handicap accessible parking, handicap entrance. So we're there to meet all the needs that could possibly be thrown our way.
Great to mention that also. That's important for all of our viewers. So again, free Tim's Toyota, Tim's Event Center, and May 18th, 19th, and 20th. Sandy, I want to thank you for joining us. It was a pleasure, and I'm glad you came over to finish telling us about it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We are going to take another quick break, and we're going to come right back with more information.
Hi, I'm Ben Bueller, owner and funeral director at Bueller Funeral Homes. My grandfather once told me, you can serve a family selfishly once, or treat them right and serve that family for generations.
Bueller Funeral Home has been serving Arizona families for 3 generations with affordable and reasonable services. Bueller Funeral Home feels a funeral should be as unique and personal as the individual it honors, whatever your choices, your traditions, or your budget.
Now, some action from the courts. Billie Jean King renewing her rivalry with Arthritis. First set, furious volley, and right to the net for a winner. Beautiful forehand there. Arthritis, stunned. And here, match point. Billie Jean with the ace, taking it in straight sets. Afterwards, a jubilant Billie Jean King.
Tennis is a weapon for me with arthritis. There's nothing like it for me to hit a ball, run to the ball, anytime, any court. I'm ready. Let's go.
What's your weapon against arthritis? Find out at fightarthritispain.org.
2 outs with a runner on first base. Now the big guy comes up to bat, hitting .342 with 92 RBIs and 36 homers.
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back to Senior Living. Thanks for joining us. We have explored a couple of different options that are going on in the upcoming weeks, and we've got plenty more where that came from. Next up, I want to introduce you to a couple of members of our community. This is Mr. Bernie Meyer and Larry McCarty with Verde Valley Vets. Everybody, okay, I can't honestly say everybody, but many of us love cars. And one of the things that these gentlemen do is a bunch of promotion, a bunch of different events that promote the hobby of owning cars. Coming up May 19th at Larry Green Chevrolet is the All Chevy Show. This show benefits Big Brothers Big Sisters. First of all, welcome again, gentlemen. We're glad that you came in to join us. And I want to just explain just a little bit about Verde Valley Vets and how your club was organized and what keeps you going.
Well, we actually formed in August of 1996. We went around locally and saw some Corvettes running around and left a note and met at Arby's, matter of fact, for our very first get-together, and was surprised how many cars showed up. There was enough people interested. We signed everybody up right then and started the club and joined the National Council of Corvette Clubs. And about a month later, Larry Green signed on as our sponsor, and he's been with us ever since. And or we've been with him, however you want to put it. He's been really great to us and helps promote things, especially for children. So
excellent, excellent. One of the things that I did want to mention, there are many things throughout the year that you do, but one of the objectives, I guess, of the fundraisers that you do is to assist, and Big Brothers Big Sisters is one of the major recipients of all your work throughout the year. And again, if you would just let everybody know what it is that you accomplish through the year, through your fundraisers throughout the year.
Well, what we do through Big Brothers and Big Sisters is help them at Christmas time, and families that need the help at that time, and you know, there's been a lot of economic downturn recently, and and so we work with the children that are members of Big Brothers Big Sisters, and the bigs help us out and give us a list of ages and names and what they like, and we go out each year in the fall and do Christmas shopping for anywhere from 24 to, we've been as high as 32 one year.
Amazing.
Children, and we take all the presents that we buy home and individually wrap them and tag them to the child's name and from Santa Claus, naturally. And in the last 10 years that we've been doing this, we have spent over $20,000 locally in the valley, you know, Cottonwood, Sedona, Camp Verde, to help out when we can. So.
And I do want to emphasize being able to invest $20,000 into our local economy for our local children means that our local community helped you raise $20,000 towards that effort, and that's commendable on every single level, every single aspect of that. It's a very commendable effort. So tell us, the car show, the All Chevy show that's coming up is, again, it's at Larry Green, and I see a lot of different classes. Tell us how the show will run.
Well, we have, as you say, a number of different classes of cars that they're all Chevrolet or Chevrolet powered. We'll have it's a judging of participant choice. We'll have a kid's choice, so people that come that have children, and there will be a lot of children there that day. That's the same day that Larry Green sponsors his big event. So there's a lot of school children at the event.
Oh, the Cool to Stay in School event?
Yes.
All right.
So we've been trying to do it in conjunction with that event, and we usually have a bigger crowd that way.
Yeah.
So Larry Green donates a part of his parking lot there for us, and it's turned out to be a real nice event.
Good deal. So, various models of Chevrolet, various years of Chevrolet, but they're all Chevy or Chevy powered.
Right.
All right. How many cars do you usually get?
50 to 55.
60.
We're hoping to go a little over that this year.
Can people still enter their car into the show? If they have a Chevy and they want to get it entered in, are you still taking entries?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
We'll take entries the day of the show.
Okay. All right. And how much does it cost to enter my car in the car show?
I think it's a $20.
$20, unless we see you got more, and then we'll.
Then I got good idea.
We're not bashful about
Okay.
raising money for kids.
I can honestly say I agree with you. That's pretty good. That's pretty good to know. Now, I don't have a car that I want to enter, but I want to come check everything out. How much is that?
It's free.
Is that free? Excellent.
We'll have some raffle items that possibly that would that anybody could put their name in a hat for.
So you'll sell raffle tickets?
There'll be some raffle items there for sale.
Yeah.
All right. That sounds great. So if you have raffle tickets for sale, do you accept donations to your fund for Big Brothers Big Sisters? If I come and want to throw in $10, you'll take it?
I'll take it.
Okay. All right. Just checking. After the car show this coming week, what's next on your calendar?
Oh, well, we have a number of events, and normally our events are oriented to our club group, but we hold a couple of these fundraising events during the year.
Right.
It's hard to raise that much money with just one event. We have a fall rally that we hold every year.
Okay.
It's a poker rally and a Monopoly rally.
Oh, how fun.
And we usually get a good turnout for that, and that is generally where a good deal of our funds come from for our Christmas presents.
Great. Do I have to have a Chevy to join your Verde Valley Vet Club? Do I have to have a Corvette?
Yes.
All right. Doggone it. Will you buy me one and then I can join your club?
No, but I can tell you, Larry Green's got a couple for sale.
I've seen a couple of those. Yeah, I'm quite sure. Okay. May 19th, All Chevy Show, Larry Green Chevrolet, to benefit Big Brothers Big Sisters and the efforts that the Verde Valley Vets take on their behalf. Fun for the entire family. It's not only Larry Green's Day to recognize the high school kids, but it's the day that you can bring all the kids out and let them enjoy taking a look at the cars. I've been there, I've been able to walk through them and look at them, and it's a great, great day. So don't miss that. Gentlemen, thank you again for joining us on Senior Living. We're glad that you did. The information has been on the screen. If you need any other information about Verde Valley Vets or any of our guests on the show, please go to verdevalleytv.com and you can request all of that information. We're going to take a break, check in with our sponsors, and we will return. Stay tuned.
If you're looking for a new pet that your family will cherish every day, consider adopting from a shelter. Shelters are the best places to find a new pet. That's where you'll discover healthy, loyal, and loving animals, eager to become a part of your family. A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet, so bring home your new buddy today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Now the big guy comes off the bat, hitting .342 with 92 RBIs and 36 home runs.
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. We have got a lot of information yet to cover, and now we are joined by someone who's got a lot going on in their town in Sedona, the City of Sedona Parks and Rec. Coming up, we are going to have Art Abounds at the Posse Grounds, and I just love to say that, so I'm very very excited that you were able to join us. Rachel Murdoch, Recreation Supervisor?
Recreation and Aquatic Supervisor.
For the City of Sedona. And welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And it's a pleasure to meet you. We have not had the pleasure up until now. First of all, there's always a lot going on in Sedona. The one thing that I want all of our viewers to know is how much there is going on that they can just very easily take advantage of. And when I saw the news release actually first about Art Abounds at the Posse Grounds, I was not aware of it. But obviously it's an annual event, and I really...
Well, it's brand new.
Is it?
Brand spanking new first month that we're even trying it, and that's probably why you haven't heard of it.
That makes more sense than I thought. I don't know why I don't know about this. Tell us about it. What goes on?
Okay, well, what we hope will go on, since it is brand new, we're going to offer it the third Sunday, 4 months in a row. So May, June, July, and August. And we just wanted to provide a beautiful venue for artists to come together and showcase their work or sell their work. And people can come for free, not the vendors, but spectators, and walk around, enjoy the park, enjoy being outside and the artwork. And we're hoping this is going to be for artists, you know, that maybe work out of their garage, working out of their home. They haven't been in a gallery yet. So varying levels of artwork, and we encourage all different facets of art as well. So we would allow music or sculpting or painting or photography, anything, and all ages as well. We contacted art teachers to try to promote them, letting their students know that their students can come out and do this. So we're hoping it'll just be an enjoyable day to be out on the green grass, in the sunshine, enjoying local artwork.
This seems like such a great opportunity. There are a lot of artists that haven't had the right luck or the right doors open to get into a gallery, and yet they have some incredible artwork.
Sure.
So to be able to have a venue that they can try to be noticed, or maybe they're just having fun. Maybe they are just strictly hobbyists that really just enjoy it, and this is what they want to do.
Right, and we put that in our advertising, hobbyists, emerging artists. Another benefit to this event is that we're charging $10.
I was going to say
$10 for them to be able to come out and sell their artwork. So maybe, you know, even if they're not in a gallery, they can't afford the large art shows. And with this being new and Parks and Rec not being in the business of making a profit, just providing opportunities for our community, maybe they can participate in this.
We have been seeing so much of this. Our communities are recognizing the need for people to have those outlets and those venues to be able to, whether it's part of making a living, which so many people need a little bit of extra cushion, they do need that, or just exercising their creative side. And we on Senior Living are trying to encourage exploring all of those options, and there are so many options still available to us. So to have this, and like you, I was just looking at that, $10 a space.
Right.
There's not many events that you can get a booth space for that amount of money. So that's great.
Right. We think it's a great value, and we hope that it really takes off. We're struggling a little this month just getting the word out enough so that artists know, even though we have sent it to so many different locations and organizations and schools, and we're hoping they find out. But if for some reason May doesn't happen, it's the third Sunday, so we're going to try again in June and in July and in August. So once it gets its feet, you know, off the ground, it's going to be great.
And that's what I think will happen. We see that a little bit. People go, are you going to go? I don't know if I'm going to go. Are you going to? So I think that you will see a little bit of that. The information is available on your website. Does Sedona have a Facebook page? Is there
we
more?
do.
Okay, there's more information, so you can link. You can go to the website, link to the Facebook page, get more information. I'm sure you're doing some posts and
yes,
updates.
and I just recommend everyone go to our website and go straight to the Parks and Recreation page, and we have our calendar, and we have our entire year mapped out on there, so you can pick and choose and not miss the events you want to get to.
That's I've been staying in tune with that almost at least once a week just to see what's being added, because there's always something going on. And so Sedona is not just for our out-of-state tourists. It's not just for tourists. There is a lot going on that all of us can take advantage of. For instance, soon after that, towards the end of this month, 1st of June.
Yes, the first weekend in June, we do our community camp out, and it is so popular, and it is a fun event to have. And again, so inexpensive, $15 for a tent. And we don't care how many people are in that tent, because we've had 2 to 8 so far in a tent. But you get to set up in a city park, which you're normally not allowed to do. Right. So you do not have to drive far to get this camping experience. Set up your tent. We'll have a weenie roast cookout. We provide that. Then we have s'mores later on at night. We've got astronomers of the Verde Valley there. So you get to look through telescopes, and it's just gorgeous in Sedona with our dark skies. In the morning, we have continental breakfast, then yoga and hikes, and then we also, each camp out has something different that we add to it, whether it's guest speakers. We had the Historical Society last time making crafts, so we always offer something new. But we find people just enjoy being at the park too. The kids are running around and the adults are in their chairs just enjoying being outside.
It sounds that one was particularly interesting to me. It sounded like a lot of fun. $15 a person or a tent?
No, per tent.
Wow.
$15 per tent, and you are getting dinner, dessert, entertainment, breakfast.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. And a little bit of education and information, a little exercise. Yep. That's all good. The Astronomy Club, I think that's exciting that they're going to be there.
It is. That's one of the largest draws. People love getting to look through the telescopes. So, and they're there for several hours. They'll be there, you know, when it gets dark, and they'll stay till 10:30. They're usually there long or after I've already gone to bed. So, yeah. And we have the fire going. We've got our fire pit, and it's really enjoyable. And this has been successful, and we're going to keep doing it. And now we've expanded. We also offer one option in the fall. We do it in September.
Oh, great.
Yep.
That's very good news. City of Sedona, sedonaaz.gov. Lots of information on their calendar, lots of things going on, lots and lots of things that we can take advantage of. Rachel, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Check it out, both events, the Art Abounds at the Posse Grounds, as well as the community campout. And check out myradioplace.com for a lot more events that are going on. We have a lot more coming up on senior living, a lot more of information to share with you, and we are going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
If you're looking for a new pet that your family will cherish every day, consider adopting from a shelter. Shelters are the best places to find a new pet. That's where you'll discover healthy, loyal, and loving animals, eager to become a part of your family. A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet, so bring home your new buddy today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Hi, I'm Ben Bueller, owner and funeral director at Bueller Funeral Homes. My grandfather once told me, you can serve a family selfishly once, or treat them right and serve that family for generations.
Bueller Funeral Home has been serving Arizona families for 3 generations with affordable and reasonable services. Bueller Funeral Home feels a funeral should be as unique and personal as the individual it honors, whatever your choices, your traditions, or your budget.
If you're looking for a new pet that your family will cherish every day, consider adopting from a shelter. Shelters are the best places to find a new pet. That's where you'll discover healthy, loyal, and loving animals, eager to become a part of your family. A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet, so bring home your new buddy today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Okay, we all know that a workout can be real work. Back in the days in PE class, when you went to the gym and did the 8-count squats and thrusts and all of those kinds of things, it's come a long way. I remember doing jazzercise, a lot of different aerobic classes that were a little bit of fun, but I have never seen anything like this. It's the Zumba craze. Zumba kind of made its first appearance in the mid-90s when Beto Perez accidentally forgot his aerobics workout tapes and went and got something out of his car. It happened to be salsa, merengue, and it was such a hit that he just continued it, brought it to the U.S. in early 2001, and they partnered, and there it became a real class and a real fun class. I've gotten a chance to sit in on one of Eric Aglia's classes today. Unbelievable. The first thing that I will tell you is those ladies that were working out were still smiling at the end of the class. That screams loud and clear to me that it's a lot of fun. A little bit more about the history of Zumba first. How long have you been involved?
I've been involved in Zumba since 2008, and it was really trying to mix fitness with dance. I love dance, and how can I share fitness and dance with a community? And we came up with Finding Zumba Fitness.
We know that we're prioritizing on senior living how we can take care of ourselves. There are all of the usual health and fitness kinds of routines that we get into. If we can do something fun that helps improve our mental and our physical state, that is going to make a huge difference in the quality of the rest of our lives. Eric, you've been, I could rattle off a whole list of accomplishments that you've made, but I'm going to let you explain a little bit more. You've been doing this kind of thing for almost 20 years? Almost 20 years. I started with the technical dance, jazz, tap, ballet, hip hop, and most recently transitioned into the fitness realm. You know, our goal here, especially at our studio, Cottonwood Dance and Fitness, is educating people about the importance of health and fitness, and teaching everybody the tools to enjoy dance as well as life for a lifetime. So we brought in a Zumba Gold class, which is for our senior active community. So Zumba is not just for the young folks, it's not just for the kids, this is for everyone. And our tagline for Zumba Fitness is, join the party. I know that the Zumba routines incorporate, as I mentioned, salsa and merengue. It also incorporates some flamenco, belly dancing, hip hop. There's all kinds of different dance steps that you can learn. And for those of us who have a spouse that don't dance, it gives you a great opportunity to have some fun, work off some energy, and still help stay fit. A little bit more, what brought you to Cottonwood? What brought me to Cottonwood? I really love the area. I love Sedona. I was doing a big show down at the Phoenician in Scottsdale. We opened for Elton John, and everybody said, you've got to go to the Verde Valley, you've got to see Sedona. And my wife and I wanted to start a family, so this was it. We fell in love the second we got here. Well, we're glad that happened. That worked to our benefit, actually. I know you've spent time in California. You've worked with the likes of Carmen Electra, and I can't even, there's so many people that you've gotten to work with. Yeah, the most recent was Kenny Ortega with the This Is It Michael Jackson movie. That's right. So I'm loving that, but I really love getting back to the roots and working with my community and again, pushing health and fitness. One of the examples of that, if you wonder whether or not Zumba is right for you, I encourage you to visit Players on the third Friday of every month. It's free. It's free. You get to come out. There's no pressure. You can come and do one routine. You can come and do two. You can just watch people do Zumba Fitness. We took it from the classroom to the nightclub to a more social setting, and just letting people play, because that's what Zumba's about. It's about the party. I know that, like I mentioned, a lot of exercise routines incorporated the lunges and the leg lifts, all those kinds of things. And I also know that Zumba Gold has been adapted to people like me who can't quite keep up with the full-out Zumba routine. Tell me some of the considerations that were made in developing Zumba Gold. So much as Zumba Gold, Zumba Fitness partnered up with some of the best fitness instructors on creating a exercise routine, a dance routine, an hour class for this
active senior community. But check this out, it's not just for our seniors, it's also for people going through physical therapy. It's a great way to get stability training. Some of the considerations, especially for the older community, is just different movements that are specialized for our seniors, but also stuff that is isolating and really working some core work. Zumba fitness, as far as an exercise regimen, the impact. People are scared to do impact. We need the impact for our seniors to help stop osteoporosis, some of the brittle bones that happens with our seniors. A lot of the ab work, the core work, keeps them balanced so that less falls. There's a lot of consideration with Zumba Gold for our active community, our active seniors.
One of the things that I noticed when I first walked into your studio here is that the floor gives. I felt a little bit of movement, and you explained to me that there's a reason for that. I think it's important that everyone know.
There is a reason. When you go to try to find a fitness class for you, some considerations is really your floor. What type of a floor are you dancing on? In our studio, we are on the second level of our spot here, and the floor gives. One of the big things with your exercise floor is you need to make sure that it absorbs shock, especially for our seniors. Ankles, knee injuries, hip injuries, things like that are very sensitive on a hard floor. So anything that is, if you're dancing on just concrete, or if you're dancing on, say, a rubber floor, a rubber mat, where it doesn't give, we put down this wood laminate to really get that pivoting foot so that you can turn and twist a lot easier, as well as the floor here gives. So when you're looking for an exercise regimen, look for some of those things that will help you in your fitness life, keep you moving longer.
You want to take advantage of the fitness aspects without putting yourself at risk for any further injuries or troubles. Cottonwood Dance and Fitness is just one of the many places in the Verde Valley where you can truly have fun and get fit at the same time. There is a full schedule of classes. You are online? We are online at Cottonwood Dance and Fitness Center. I encourage you, go out, check out any of the options available. Stay fit. If one of your resolutions was to stay fit in 2012, even if it wasn't, resolve to get fit and get out there and check it out. We're going to join you back in the studios after this break.
Hi, I'm Ben Bueller, owner and funeral director at Bueller Funeral Homes. My grandfather once told me, you can serve a family selfishly once, or treat them right and serve that family for generations.
Bueller Funeral Home has been serving Arizona families for 3 generations with affordable and reasonable services. Bueller Funeral Home feels a funeral should be as unique and personal as the individual it honors, whatever your choices, your traditions, or your budget.
Now, some action from the courts. Billie Jean King renewing her rivalry with Arthritis. First set, furious volley, and right to the net for a winner. Beautiful forehand there. Arthritis, stunned. And here, match point. Billie Jean with the ace, taking it in straight sets. Afterwards, a jubilant Billie Jean King.
Tennis is a weapon for me with arthritis. There's nothing like it for me to hit a ball, run to the ball, anytime, any court. I'm ready. Let's go.
What's your weapon against arthritis? Find out at fightarthritispain.org.
If you're looking for a new pet that your family will cherish every day, consider adopting from a shelter. Shelters are the best places to find a new pet. That's where you'll discover healthy, loyal, and loving animals, eager to become a part of your family. A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet, so bring home your new buddy today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Nothing's wrong as far as I can see. We make it harder than it has to be. And I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why. No, no, baby, I can't tell you why.
Incredible. That was absolutely amazing. The guitar. Okay, it was awesome. I really, really enjoyed talking to you guys, but I could probably sit and listen for hours. So what's up next? Give me the dates for the next appearances at the 1012 Lounge.
It's actually this Saturday, February 4th, I believe.
There we go again. Lots going on in Cottonwood and Clarkdale all weekend long.
Yes.
So. And then about monthly, you're up there a couple more times, aren't you?
Exactly.
Okay.
I think we're there again in April. There's also some events coming up in Sedona in April. We just don't have a firm date yet. So I think as the weather warms up, we get busier.
I think that's probably the way it is.
Typically, I think this summer we'll be doing hopefully some of the concerts in the park in Clarkdale. We always have a good time with those.
Those are great.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah. You played once this last summer in Clarkdale. I think I remember that.
We did.
No?
We didn't. No, they do it. They try not to keep the same band, so they alternate.
Actually, I don't blame them. That's not bad. But okay, so this year we're on, right? Okay, it's your year. All right, we'll be there. We'll definitely be there. What else is, if you had to give us one goal that you had for this next year, what's Aces and Eights up to?
Oh boy.
We're in it for the fun. We changed it back when Lori and I played years ago. We did it to supplement our income, and now we try to do it just for the fun. So we bring all the big toys and the lights and the smoke and try to just. We're really in it for the fun, so it's a whole different.
It's a different perspective on it for sure.
Makes it probably a little more when you know you don't have other objectives. It does keep it a lot more fun, and I will remind everyone that it shows during your performances. It is always just it's fun for everybody, and being at different venues. Great dance and music. You can get up and work off little week-long frustrations, and you can get a little bit of exercise on top of it, and just get out on the dance floor, or you can just sit and enjoy it. It's pretty interesting. The schedule is definitely on the website, acesin8s.org.
That's right.
All right, and then I've been seeing some posts on Facebook and following you guys, so make sure we keep up with all of that. Everything that's happening. What about, we missed Tim and Mark, wish they could have been here, but I really appreciate the fact that you guys came in, and we definitely want to, hopefully we'll get you back in here. Lots of stuff going on over the summer, and we'll see how that works out. I want to remind everyone to come back and join us, where we hope to continue to entertain and inform you. We want to thank you for watching Senior Living, and we want to listen to Aces and Eights a little bit more. So can we hear one more?
Sure.
All right.
Yes,
thanks for being here. Really enjoy it.
Never be, you'll be You'll